Okay, you know, then we have this snipey, right? I'm not gonna use it. Ooh, it's a good one. The difference between a full sniper rifle, you know what I'm saying? The difference between a full sniper rifle and a carbine. The carbine is the shorter one, right? So this is the carbine. It's nice, smooth, you know, and it's easy to carry, lightweight, you know what I'm saying? But for the sake of this, you know, it even has the rubber grips at the end, and what that is it helps balance it. A lot of people don't understand, you know, how that is. It kind of like sticks to you a little bit, but you know, when you put it on your shoulder. But when well, there's different ways to do it when it comes to safety, but my weapons, you know, I told you one at a time. I'm gonna go through them, talk about my uncle a little bit, talk about the revolution, talk about Juku, you know, and how this relates, and talk about a few, you know, games I used to play with my friend, Ages of Empire. You know, taking back, that game came out a long time ago in the 90s, right? Ages of Empires. They'll talk about the empires and they connect them all together with the Crusades. So I was very aware of the Crusades since I was a young person. I believe my first, the first time I remember talking about them was probably around kindergarten, around then. I heard references to it. The first time I really, you know, I used to be a He-Man fan, like a lot of little kids, and I had a lot of the He-Man dolls and the shape of their weapons. That was part of it too. G.I. Joe. You gotta remember these things, because you gotta remember what influenced you growing up and why are you who you are. You know, I watched regular shows like that one 21 Jump Street kind of corny show. I watched those kind of shows like Three's Company, and I was forced to watch all those corny shows when I was at different places. There's one show where this guy leaps to the future, Quantum Leap. Yeah, I watched that show. Watched a lot of movies. Big Star Wars fan. Huge Star Wars fan. Star Trek I got into a little bit. Yeah, I've seen a few series, but never was a huge Star Trek fan. Well, I think that's taking it back. Let me see if there's anything around here that remind me of when I was young, what I used to do. I used to even listen to, when I was really young, I used to even listen to TLC a little bit, not because I was a fucking fruit or anything like that, but because it was, you know, making a good point about your friends. And the same, ironically, later on, these little kids would play this, you know, make this song about friends, and they talk about, you know, different things that they made. And so, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna put this away and end this video. This video is about putting the weapons down and picking up the Bible. Really. So those are all the weapons, except for one more. I got one more to put away. And then the weapons series will be done. I'm gonna try to do one more video. And that's how we are gonna do this. Prayer from my uncle. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us. Amen. So I said the prayer many different ways. There's many different ways to say it, but the Lord understands. Some prayers say, deliver us from the evil one, etc. So, I apologize if I've made any mistakes in this series that I did not catch, but I believe that I've caught them all in moments after I made them. And that as soon as the video was done uploading, I went back and made the comment. As soon as the video was uploaded, went back, made the annotation, and I made it clear what the mistake was. And then if I let time go on and I wasn't clear about it, like the Jews, a lot of you will say, you said the Jews were black. The Jews were black, and as they traveled around, they became lighter. And then when they spread out, they had the black Jews, and then you had the other Jews in Israel. and the Jews that traveled through Spain, etc. And Hitler was trying to get rid of the few Jews, comparatively the Jews who migrated to Europe. He was trying to get rid of a lot of them. I think that's part of what made a lot of people believe made the Gentiles go to heaven, is that the Jews started mixing with the Gentiles. It's part of that can be viewed as part of it. And Hitler was kind of like the evil occult guy against it, who didn't realize that he was doing the work of evil per se, or maybe he didn't. Personally, I don't know what his personal stance on what he was doing. I know he believed he was bringing in a perfect world and it was for the better of mankind, but he also, he was an artist doing that, but he was also into the occult and indifferent to the pain of the individual. And he must have known on some level that was evil.